For the past 2.5 decades, Lure Berry has been the steady hand behind the scenes in Hinds County. Most recently, as county administrator, she's been the bridge between the Board of Supervisors and the people they serve. Berry announced her retirement during today's Board of Supervisors meeting, closing out a career that spans 45 years in the workforce. She says while the job was demanding, serving the citizens has been joy.
And I think it was time for me to just embark on my next chapter. Being with Hinds County has been a joy, and I have really enjoyed working for the Board of Supervisors and, most importantly, the citizens of Hinds County.
Taking the reins on June 1st is Lynn Seals. Seals has been working with the county since 2024 and credits Berry for leaving the county in a good position to grow.